going on, guys? And today's video we're going to be installing our Ktuner ECU. I actually already have it installed, so I'd say it's more of a, I guess, like a guide and a video explaining how the ECU and all the technical stuff works. So yeah, like I said, I already have it installed, so I already have an idea what to do, and I'll just be showing you guys the process of installing the software into the computer and then connecting the ECU to the laptop and all that stuff. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so I don't know how to screen record on the laptop, so I'm just going to be doing this kind of view. And so first things first, you want to install the Ktuner software. So just go to ktuner.com or just type Ktuner downloads on Google. And yeah, so basically if it doesn't take you to this page, it shows right here, download on this tab here. And you just go ahead and you click on that right there. And then it'll bring you up to this page here. And this is pretty much explaining to you that you need a certain Windows software to run this program or this application. So you need a Windows, or you need a laptop that supports Windows, or any kind of a computer. So once you confirm that you have the needed software, you just click here on download. And if your computer has like safety, like security stuff, it's gonna tell you that the system is it's like connected to some system, and then security purposes it's going to ask you to confirm to download it. And yeah, so I already have it downloaded. So once you download it, it's going to bring you up to this page here. Welcome to the Ktuner setup wizard. This install version yada yada on your computer. It is recommended that you close all applications for continue and click next to continue. So we're going to click next here. There you go. So pretty much it's going to use an agreement saying that all the ECU software and stuff is only designed for the track, and it's not designed for street purposes. So pretty much covering their asses, saying we're not responsible for any kind of trouble you get in with the law. So you hit I accept and next. Okay, so pretty much what the file is going to show up as on your computer monitor or whatever. So continue if you would like to use a different folder, and we'll just leave it like that. So we're gonna hit next, and then pretty much what's gonna like the application, what's gonna read Ktuner. And okay, we'll hit next here, and we're gonna install. Alright, so we're just gonna let this thing install, and I'll see you guys once it's good. Alright, so once the install is complete, it's going to bring you to here, and you're going to choose your corresponding, I guess, like ECU, and mine would be the install Ktuner Flash V1 drivers. So I'm going to click on that. Come on, click on it. There you go. See if I can get this glare out of the way. Just give me a second real quick. Alright, so here we are. We're going to click the installer Ktuner Flash V1 drivers. Gonna hit finish. Alright, so pretty much updating updates and stuff like that. So we're gonna hit next. You're gonna hit accept. Alright, so gonna hit finish. I'm just gonna let this thing load. Alright, once you pass that, you're gonna click on your Ktuner icon app, which should appear, and then it's gonna say loading Ktuner, and it's just gonna let it load up. And yeah, alright, so it's gonna bring you to this. Also, before it brings you to this, I think on the second step, when it brings you to the confirmation stuff, it's gonna ask for our email. Since I already have this thing installed, it remembered my email and all that stuff, and so it brought me straight to here. But you're just gonna have to create an email, or use an email that you already have, an existing email, and create a password, and that's pretty much it. And then right here is saying that I need to update the software, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, now in order to connect your Ktuner ECU to your laptop, I need to get the I'm just gonna put this thing down for a second. Alright, so in order to connect your like I said, your Ktuner ECU to your laptop, So say for example, I already have mine installed, like I said. For example, this is a Ktuner ECU. It's going to be installed like this, downwards. And to install it, it's fairly easy. It's like some Phillips screws that's holding it in place, and some clips. Just like any like a sensor, you just kind of hold down on the clip and pull. That's beside the point though. So you're gonna see the Ktuner ECU. It's gonna have these screws here. You're gonna take them off, and then it's gonna be a little port for the cable that comes with your Ktuner kit. So you're gonna connect like the port, or the charger side, I guess, to the ECU, and the USB side goes to your laptop. So I'll do that now. So mine's already connected to my ECU. All I gotta do is just connect it to the USB port. All right. Okay. When you connect your USB port, it might bring you to this thing here saying that can connect to the ECU. You can hit retry. And then it says we have to reset the ECU. It suggests that you turn the key off before hitting OK. So you make sure your key is off, and then you hit OK. Okay, we brought this thing again. Last time this happened to me, I just had to delete the application and reinstall it because it was like bugged. But yeah, let me just try. All right, so I didn't read the instructions correctly. It says key off or key on. So you key off and you key on instead of just leaving it off. So you pretty much can turn on all the electronics. And basically, it's gonna bring you to this screen here. And all of this stuff is like really advanced, and to be honest, I don't understand like not even like a quarter of what's on here. So yeah, a converted map, out map flow, air sensors, I don't know, all this crazy stuff that I'm not too familiar with. So it pretty much gives you live data logging when you're in. See all this right here, live revolutions, all that stuff, temperature. And so basically I'm going to be showing you guys right now how the whole reflash stuff works. So say for example, on my car in particular, it has a header, it has a catback, it has a cold air intake, and it has a fuel pump. And so what this thing allows you to do is download tunes similar to your setup to your car, and it lets you download this tune straight into your ECU. So I guess where would it be? It'd be under tuning. You could go on download a tune. Gonna let it load. Also, make sure your computer is at a really high, I guess, make sure it doesn't die while you're doing this, because if you do and it's connected to the ECU, it could just like, it could be bad. I haven't had it, this didn't happen to me personally, but I read that it can mess things up real bad. Download tune. Okay, what if it's under edit? What about file? New tune, we'll see. Okay, here we go. So I guess instead of going to tuning, you'd go to hit file, and then here it's going to bring you different motors and stuff. All K3, so K20Z1 is my car, K20A3 is the RSX base, K20A is JDM RSX, K24A2 from the TSX. So yeah, that's all there. So I have the 06 Type S K20Z1, so we're gonna click on that. And then here we go, or here's the, I guess, the different stages of tunes or maps. Let's see if it can focus. So the first one is the factory flash. So basically, factory Type S recalibration. So it's pretty much just like a reflash without swapping anything out. You can still time your VTEC and all that stuff to lower or higher, you know, whatever you want. And reflash 1 for the RSX was stock and intake. So that's also like a reflash. If you just have an intake, you'd select that tune. And mine is the reflash 2 Type S with the intake header and exhaust. So that's the reflash I'm running right now. And as you see, it goes down to RS6 with intake header, exhaust, and RBC manifold, which is the intake manifold from Honda on like the 2011 SIs, I believe. TS6 swap ejector. So yeah, you can see it gets pretty technical with stuff. And yeah, so supports boost right here in this one. So I'm assuming if you're turbo your car It's just a base map, just so you can like turn the car on and move it. And all these base maps are just for up until you get your car tuned. So by no means should you like really like consider this or like drive it as like a tune, just because, you know, there's a lot of factors that come into play, like temperature, the air, and all that stuff. So you could drive your car like me. I drive it like like if it was on a dyno, you know, I just rip on it. But really you should try to get a dyno as soon as you can. But I'm still gonna do the intake manifold and the throttle body. So for me to get a dyno and then have to reflash it again, I get dynoed again, doesn't really make sense. So I'm just running on the map right now until I get the full bolt-ons on. So yeah, so basically if you were to do this to your car and select a tune, I'm not gonna reflash anything and do all that stuff, just because I don't want to mess anything up or play with anything, because I already have everything set. So you'd hit your whatever map corresponds to your car the most. Like I said, mine has a fuel pump too, but I can't make use of fuel pump just because, you know, it's a lot more technical and stuff with fuel injectors, all that good stuff. So we just hit the stage 2 tune. You click on it, and then I believe it's gonna start reflashing your ECU, and you're gonna have the car key on, and then just pretty much follow the instructions as you go. It's really hard to screw it up. I had a lot of help from I'm in the RSX forum also, and they helped me out with this stuff too, because I'm completely new to this whole stuff. So I was obviously really nervous when I started doing this. But yeah, once you get your map tune on here, your tune or whatever, you can do a bunch of stuff here. So I guess you could click on layout. Oops, ignore that. What's going on? Why are you making that noise? Hang on, let me see if I can just figure out why it's doing that. Alright, so I'm going to keep this nice and sweet. So typically there's actually a layout here that lets you, it says like VTEC advanced features and some other stuff. I'm not too sure why it's not there, but like I said, I don't want to dig through anything and kind of screw anything up. I know it sounds like really like dumb, but yeah, I don't want to tweak with anything, just because, like I said, this car is my only car, so I don't want to like mess anything up in the ECU and have not the car start because of some stupid reason. So yeah, typically there's a little layout here that lets you adjust your VTEC, and you go in there and you can type where you want your VTEC timed. So stock it's 6,000, and I timed mine to 4,800 RPM. And there's the lower engagement VTEC and upper engagement VTEC, so you can actually fully adjust those two, and as well as setting up your basic two-step launch control, all that kind of stuff. Mine's I have a basic two-step also on mine at 5,500 RPM. Just keep it nice and low. And yeah, like I said, you can go in there, tweak the stuff, and actually once you download the base map onto your car and you want to adjust the VTEC, you're gonna obviously do so by clicking on wherever the icon is, by readjusting it. So you'll time the VTEC lower. Say for example it's like 6,000, you'll delete it and you'll put it at 4,500 or whenever you want that VTEC to engage. So once you do that, you would actually once you got your, and then also you do like your two-step and all the other stuff you want to like tweak with, you go to upload the tune. And basically, so you're adding stuff onto that tune, so you have to re-upload it again. So nothing's going to change as far as your tune goes. You're just adding the little basic two steps and whatever you decide to add for the VTEC and all that good stuff. So you do that, and then it's going to say erasing ECU, just like it says when you're going to be reflashing it or whatever. And then you're going to key the car off once it's completely done uploading, and turn it back on, and you should be good. And also one issue I ran into the car when I was doing this stuff is you have to disable your immobilizer. I'm not too sure because it's like the ECU and the computer, I don't know, kind of freaking out, but you have to disable it, and then once you got your map on, you can re-enable it and you'll be good. So I had to do that, so just a fair warning to you guys, if you guys are kind of using this as a little guide, you might have to do that too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys how this live data logging kind of like works. So I'm gonna turn my car on, and you're gonna see how like it, boom. And like I said, if you know all the technical stuff to the car, it's going to give you all this live data logging. So the revolutions right there, the air temp, all these stuff I have no idea mean, the fuel injectors, all that good stuff. And Like I said, it's all live, so like if I do that, you can do live data logging too. It's really technical with the stuff you can do, and yeah, it's definitely if you have a car and you're planning to like tune it on our sites in particular, definitely recommend running an ECU, Honda Ktuner or K-Pro, whatever the case is. And yeah, it's yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like the whole ECU stuff. I also want to take time to talk about the future of the build and what's to come. So I was really considering boosting the car, which actually is still on my mind, but I'm not gonna do it just yet. Whether it's a supercharger, Jackson Racing supercharger, or a turbo kit, I'm not too sure. But I kind of want to do the car in stages as of right now. So I want to finish up the naturally aspirated build first. So we're not doing like high compression like pistons and stuff like that. We're just gonna keep it straight bolt-ons. So I'm gonna get the Ktuner Racing intake manifold, throttle body, and maybe a throttle body spacer, and then we're gonna get it on the map, and we're gonna get a dyno. And that's it for performance wise for the car up until I boost it later on, which might be later this year or who knows when. But I also want to move on and focus onto like the little details of the car. For example, the steering wheel completely shot, so either buy a new one or get it restitched. Who knows, I might try to restitch it too. The two front seats are also worn out too, so like I said, either get new seats, maybe some aftermarket ones, or maybe redoing these also. I'm not too sure. This A-pillar, I got a little something for this A-pillar coming in pretty soon. This whole steering wheel, little emblem, I'm gonna do like a whole Integra I guess rebadge. So this RSX dorsal here, it's gonna be Integra also. And I want to get a front step bar. I want to do like a rear half cage, not a full cage, just like a little X cage for the back, just to give the car a little bit more rigidity and be a little bit stiffer in the rear. Upper control arms, sway bars. I want to tidy up the whole suspension. Want to do a short shifter as well. So like I said, a lot of stuff more still to come, and stay tuned guys. And also want to take a little bit of time just to ask you guys to like the videos, share, comment, follow me on my Instagram. All that stuff really helps me, I guess, because I really want to I'm really considering reaching out to sponsors and trying to get sponsored and get more parts for this car more quickly, so I can go and provide more content and upload a lot more upload a lot more frequently. So all that support, all that like, subscribing, all that stuff, it does really help, and it makes a big difference guys. So like I said, if you guys got other Honda guys or just people that are interested in this whole kind of stuff, please share, and that'd be great. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video guys. I don't want to keep it too long and boring, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next. And yeah, peace.